How's the
What do
Merc
you do
going?
now? Do you play? You don't play footy anymore?
Ah, man, I got too many head knocks, and I've got this weird epilepsy thing where head knocks makes it worse. So which is
Wow.
another one of the reasons why the boxing sort of just doesn't really tickle my fancy. Is it?
So you still training and stuff?
Yeah, I train. Not so much since Corona. Like I train 6 days a week in the gym, being huge and lifting heavies, and probably 2 days a week boxing or kickboxing and that type of stuff. Since Corona, I've been doing. I missed the last 2 weeks, but before that, I was regular at the boxing gym. But yeah, I mean, I think I could fight, but I don't want to. I don't think I'm nowhere near good enough. Nowhere near good enough to fight, and I wouldn't want to go in there and make a dick of myself. So,
But
yeah,
you are pretty, you're pretty tall and you're pretty,
I'm pretty jacked. I'm pretty fucking jacked.
Yeah, well, you're not a small dude,
No, so when I got home from overseas last year, and Mrs. Butterfield and the other Mrs. Butterfield, Zach Wild, we were over in Amsterdam, and well, we went to Amsterdam, we went to Rome, and we went through the UK and toured. I came back and I was 125 kilos. Like I'd put on a bit.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd put on a bit. But I'm 6'8", so probably my weight would probably be around 110 that I'm aiming for. Anyway, so this entire year, I've been on a really strict ketogenic diet. So right now, we're filming this on Monday, and it's 2:00. I haven't eaten yet, and I won't eat until about 3:00, or I might go to the gym beforehand and then eat when I get home. And I eat for about in a 6-hour window, so to speak, and then for the remainder of the day, I don't eat through to the next day at like 3:00. So there's a large fasting window of that, and I feel fine.
That's
some
fucking
days
torture.
it's not bad. So today I'm going to train legs, and my split at the gym is Monday is I've changed it recently. Monday I train legs, Tuesday I train chest, shoulders, and triceps, and then Wednesday is back and biceps, and then I repeat the process and throw in some boxing in between that. Now, that has been instrumental in getting to me where I am now. So I'm down to 113 at the moment, and once I get to about 108, I'll incorporate carbohydrates back into my diet and then try to start lifting a lot heavier. But by training like that, I've been able to go from I was only able to bench press like 80 kilos. Now my PB is at 130, which I'm really happy with. Particularly having long arms, like being 6'8", it's hard to push that further. Deadlifting 200 and all that type of shit. So that's where I want to be. And I'm actually able to squat now.
Yeah, right.
I could never squat, and I used to. If you go below parallel like that with your knees and your pelvis, I would lose. If I went below that, I would lose all power and couldn't get back up. So I started using a bench, and by using that as a reminder to come back up, I've been able to actually squat. So it's not like the best squat in the world, but it'll do. So through all of that, been able to build muscle, and I've got this little like track thing, a little electromagnetic, whatever. It sends like a pulse through your body and reads like your fat mass and all that type of stuff. I think I went from 22, the body fat percentage, 22 or 23, and now it's at like 15 or 16, which is great. So I want to stay around that, drop a little bit more, and then just keep going. So I treat it as part of the job. I ride in the mornings or I film in the mornings, and then I train in the afternoons. And I tell you what, the number one thing, and I might even put this out on my website, was the workout regime with the split that I wrote. And I used people like Jeff Nippard, who's a trainer online. He's got a great YouTube channel. You can get all his stuff for free on there as well, which is really, really handy on YouTube. And he uses all the scientific sort of approach to training, which is really cool. And I sort of looked at his, made my own little adjustments, and put that in my notes section in my phone. So every time I go, I know what I could do now, what I could do next. And also by writing, like, okay, last week on bench, I was doing, 3 sets of 4, quite heavy, 85% of your 1 rep max or whatever it happened to be. This week, we're going to tone it down. We're going to do sets of 12, and we're going to do a lighter weight and focus on form and contracting that particular muscle. Anyway.
You're deep, You're fucking deep into this shit.
Well, I just want to get fucking jacked, bruds. But
do you really want to get jacked, bud? Get on the fucking roids.
I'd love to get on the roids, man. I was taking peptides there for a while a couple of years ago, but I didn't see much change. They were more aerobic peptides, though, so I don't know. But there's always a possibility.
Jack the fuck up.
Why aren't you getting jacked back?
My back end's getting jacked back every fucking second night. What are you talking about? Nah, look, mate, it's a he said, she had said sort of game, you know. So whatever that means.
What are you talking about?
But nah, look, hey, the Powerfish, he's having a good time.